Alright, hey guys, tonight was the result show of America's Got Talent for the semifinals. It was just shocking. It got me pissed and glad at the same time. You'll see why. So, let's get started. At the beginning, of course, what Nick Cannon always says in a result show, oh, in the building, the Muppets are here, and yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, the Planet Hollywood, and the winner gets to book a headline show in Vegas. We all know that. I don't hate Nick, so yeah, don't be thinking that. Oh yeah, and in the beginning, they showed a recap of last night. It showed Acrodunk, and they said that they nailed it, and they did. The Texas Rangers, I forgot what they said. I don't know what they said. It just showed like a really short clip. All right, but then when it showed Paradiso Dance, it showed what Pierce said about them when Zoe used to be always carrying that one guy. Yeah, she's barely been carrying her husband, Zoe. And they thought the judges didn't like it. Well, when it was only Pierce that didn't really like it. And yeah, Drew Thomas Magic said something about Pierce and this Vegas status. I don't remember what he said, but yeah. And then when it showed Tony Horton Rory's act, he was showing his excitement with the dog. That's all it showed. And then the Voices of Glory, it showed their dad praising him and congratulating them. And then the Fab Five, their dad said that each of them are their daddy's little girls. Not making fun of them, alright? Alright, and Grandma Lee, it showed that one clip when she pulled down her pants, and it was still funny as it was yesterday. And it showed her like she had some phone call from one of her grandparents. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And it said, "You were wonderful," and she was. Alright, and then it showed Arcadian Broads and then it showed that one scene when Pierce said that he's not right for the finale, and his mom was just telling him that he's a good dancer. And yeah. And well, he is, but it's just Simon's fault for choosing that song for him. Shame on Simon. And then last but not least, it showed Kevin Skinner, the recap of Kevin Skinner when he sang "Always on My Mind." And yeah, he talked about his dad being proud and how it would be like if he made it to the finals. Let's get on to the results. Arcadian, Drew Thomas Magic, and Texas Tanners, or Tanners, whatever they call them, please step up. And then this is one of the parts that got me pissed off. Drew Thomas Magic got cut off, and yeah, that girl was crying again, but poor her. That sucks. And then I was having most of my predictions of tonight's results show was right. Alright, but then what was I gonna say again? But this is what ruined my predictions. The Texas Tanners made it through. Well, they were good. I thought people would forget them because they were the second one to perform yesterday. And yeah, Arcadian got cut. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I don't really blame America. I blame Simon for that, for choosing High School Musical. So yeah. And then after that was the Muppets. Well, like before that one commercial before the Muppets performed, it showed a clip of Sharon talking to Miss Piggy, and then she was just calling Kermit cute and stuff. And yeah, Miss Piggy was getting all pissed. It was funny. And alright, and then right when they performed, they were singing that one song, "Don't Go Breaking My Heart." And yeah, it was funny when Kermit gave that one DVD to Nick, and and it said man, I'm getting my words mixed up. Sorry. It said just in case of Miss Piggy does something. I don't know. I don't remember what it said. Put this DVD on, and then Nick put it on, and then it was a slideshow of them hugging each other, showing love. Yeah. Alright, and then we went back to the results, and Paradiso Dance, Grandma Lee, and Tony Horton Rory. I kind of knew the results before this happened. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Paradiso Dance got cut, and then Tony was nervous. He was all sitting down this time. Poor him though. He got cut. I knew Grandma Lee, but I'm not really a fan of Tony Horton Rory. The reason why is because he made it over Charles D. Wayne. Charles D. Wayne was good, but Tony got better than last time when he dropped all those frisbees. He chucked that Rory. So yeah, Grandma Lee wasn't crying this time. She was all like, when she made it to the quarterfinals, she like did that one thing like, ah! Yeah. And alright, next ones to step up was Acrodunk, Kevin Skinner, Fab Five, and Voices of Glory. This is what kind of got me pissed, but it was a yes for Kevin. He made it. And then my top three was there. Well, like, they weren't the best, but Acrodunk was the best out of all of them, and they got cut. That's what got me pissed. I used used almost all my votes on them. What's wrong with you, America? That's why they shouldn't. I was all worried because they put them first, and that's the part when people would forget about them, because they went through fire and they did all this other good stuff. So yeah, that sucked. That got me really shocked. Pierce was shocked. He was all like, yeah. And then it was down to the judges. Voices of Glory against Fab Five. It was a hard prediction for me too, but I knew they would either get to the part when the judges have to pick, and then if Acrodunk was there, then it would have been Acrodunk against Fab Five, or they would have done the same thing if they would put them against Voices of Glory. But I like Fab Five. I'm glad they made it too. Let's get to that. First, Nick asked Sharon to decide, and Sharon couldn't decide, so he said, "Oh, I'll leave it off to David." And then David couldn't decide also, so he left it off to Pierce. Pierce couldn't decide, and Pierce announced, "Oh, we're gonna send them both to the finals." Simon probably got pissed at that. But that was actually good. That was actually exciting too. If Texas Tanners didn't make it to the finals, then Acrodunk would have been in there. I'm sure he would have. Yeah, but it was shocking. That's why I'm pissed and glad at the same time. So yeah, all favorites went through, but it would have been better if Acrodunk made it through. So yeah. Well, that's it. Alright. Oh yeah, well, this is what I forgot to talk about earlier. The Hoff performing Feeling Good. Yeah, it's one of those old songs made like in the 40s or 50s.